Board Sports, it's your boy RJ Cash Cole. Click that like, hit subscribe. Friday Pucks and Profits. Man, I hope you listened to our Thursday night show. Now, full transparency, I said I wasn't betting anything, but I ended up anyway giving out the Boston Bruins to all my guys there at breaktheboardsports.com. They're on the packages, and it got home. I just liked the spot. And if you listen to our show, both of our shows on Thursday, you should have came out pretty good. Penguins got home. Panthers got home. Carolina Hurricanes got home. The over in the Hurricanes got home. So you should have made out pretty good. We're still waiting to see what happens in that Sharks game. But again, click that like, hit subscribe. Let's go and focus on Friday night slate here in the National Hockey League. First game on the board. Let's get into the Sabres at the Panthers. Now, when you look at this game, Sabres, the total here is 6.5. Panthers laying $1.25 at home. Sabres plus 105. Ticket count 50-50. Money is not. 36% of the handle is on the Panthers. 64% of the money is on the Sabres here at plus money. Now that total setting at 6.5, 34% ticket count equaling 87% of the handle. Going over the 6.5, 66% ticket count, 13% of the handle is leaning towards that under here in this game. When you get into the handicap, Buffalo 7-3 straight up their last 10, but the Panthers have had the Sabres number. They've beat them 14 of the last 18 games. Despite that, the Sabres 6-1 on the road over their last 7. Panthers 2-5 straight up their last 7. Now, if you're thinking about totals for this game, totally opposite sides of the spectrum. Florida's played to the over 7 of their last 9, as to where the Sabres have played to the over 12 of their last 18. However, head-to-head between these two teams, in the last 13 games, the under has actually hit 9 times, 9-4 to the under in this one. For this game, I would lean the Florida Panthers in this game. That's the way I would lean for this one. Next game on the board we want to get into, Golden Knights here in the nation's capital, taking on the Washington Capitals here in this game. Now, the Caps, minus 115, Knights, minus 105. I think you're probably going to see this close minus 110 both ways. Could be wrong. 5.5 is the total here. Now, 72% of bets is equal to 95% of the handle, as to where 28% ticket count equaling only 5% of the handle on that under. So not a lot of love when it comes to the under. Now, the Vegas Knights have beaten the Capitals 6 of the last 9 meetings between them. However, when they're on the road in the nation's capital, Vegas has only won twice in the last 8 matchups. So Caps, 6 wins, 2 losses in the last 8 meetings when they host the Vegas Golden Knights. Washington 5-1 their last 6, 4-1 their last 5 at home. Now, the over is cashed for Vegas. 5 of the last 6 on the road, and 7 of their last 10 overall have went to the over. When you look a little harder, Caps 18-10 at home, Knights 14-8 on the road. They have yet to play this year. Now, the Golden Knights have won 3 straight, 1-0 here coming out the break. Caps have won 5 of their last 6. They won their first game out of the break, 3-1 over the Flyers. I actually like the Washington Capitals here in this one, minus 110, minus 115, wherever this one decides to fall. That's the side I'll be on. Next game on the board is the Minnesota Wild at the Utah Mammoth. That's going to be the next one we tackle here. Now, when you get into the handicap of this one, 5.5 is the total here as well. Now, 69% of bets is equaling 97% of the handle. Going to that over 5.5 as to where 31% ticket count, 3% of the handle going to the under 5.5. When you look at the sides, the Utah Mammoth laying $1.35 on at home here, plus 115 on the comeback for the Wild. As I update scoreboards here, the Minnesota Wild are up 2-1 in the third period on the Avalanche. No game tonight for the Utah Mammoth. They played on Wednesday night and lost to the Avalanche at home 4-2. So Wild will be on the back-to-back here. Minus 135 Utah, 45% ticket count, 52% of the handle is on the Mammoth. 55% ticket count, 48% of the handle is taking the Minnesota Wild here in this matchup. Now, again, when you look at the Wild and the Mammoth head-to-head here, Wild 13-7 on the road. Mammoth 17-9 at home. Now they've played once this year. Mammoth won that game in Minnesota 6-2, and the Mammoth have actually beaten them 4 of the last 5 times that these two teams have locked up. For me, I would lean Utah in this game. I think that's the way I would go, would be the Utah Mammoth laying $1.35. Again, want to be patient. I know I said I wasn't going to play anything the first 3 days, but the more I looked at the Bruins, I ended up taking them. So far, out of the 3 games, Sabres, Panthers, Mammoth, and Wild, and Capitals and Knights, without a doubt, the Washington Capitals, if I played one, would be where I went. Next game on the board, Winnipeg Jets at the Anaheim Ducks. Here is these two teams are going to quack themselves to death here in Anaheim. Now, the Ducks are laying $1.30 in this game. Plus 110 is the comeback on the Winnipeg Jets. Now, when you look at the total, that sets at 6.5. Now, let's see. Yeah, back on Wednesday night, the Ducks had that miraculous comeback, won 6-5 after the Oilers hopped on them early. Oilers led most of the game. Ducks came back 6-5. Now the Jets, they win in overtime at the Canucks Wednesday night, 3-2. So now here this game sets again, minus 130 Ducks, plus 110 Jets, 6.5 is the total. 56% of ticket count, equaling 85% of the handle. Going under that 6.5, 44% of ticket count, 15% of the handle, going to the over 6.5. When you look at the side, overwhelming support for the Ducks. 76% of ticket count, 85% of the handle going their way, as to where only 24% of ticket count, 15% of the handle, taking the plus 110 with the Winnipeg Jets. Now, Winnipeg, 15-5 the last 20 meetings with the Ducks, but that's a little skew because the Jets stink right now, and the Ducks are having one of their better years in a long time. The Jets on the road, they've been landed 4-12 over the last 16 road games. Now, the Ducks have won 6 straight at home, and they're 10-2 over their last 12. When these two teams meet in Anaheim, the under is cashed 4 of the last 5. The under is also cashed 4 of the last 5 games the Jets have played in, and 4 of the last 6 head-to-head matchups have went to the under as well in this one. Now, if you look back earlier this year, right now the Ducks 18-8 at home, Jets 11-15 on the road. They played once. It was back November 9th. So again, the Jets, while they've dominated the Ducks, this year's only matchup in Anaheim, the Ducks won that game 4-1 over the Winnipeg Jets. I would say this is my second best lean on the board, would be the Ducks minus 130. But again, I think the Caps are my best overall bet. Haven't gotten to the window. Don't know if I will. But if I do, there will be a short out on it. RJ Cash Cole, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information. Go to breaktheboardsports.com. That package says $32.99. It says football. But if you take that, it actually gets you all the way through April 1st, first 2 weeks of baseball there, Final Four, NHL, NBA. You get it all to test us out. God bless and happy handicapping.